Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Draw with Rob. With me, hang on, where am I? There I am. Rob Biddulph, it's me and Ringo. Ringo is not in the studio today, so we should not be interrupted by a barking dog. Well, I am a children's author and illustrator. This is one of my books, my latest picture book. It's called When I Grow Up, I Want to Be, and this one's sort of all about different jobs that children might want to do. So, you know, this little girl here wants to be an astronaut. When I grow up, I'll go to space and represent the human race. I'll visit Jupiter and Mars and make new friends among the stars. It's got all sorts of things. Here we go, we've got a ballet dancer. When I grow up, I'll be on stage, the finest dancer of the age, with every graceful leap and spin. I'll feel the music flow within. It's a really fun book. I'm proud of it. I hope you like it. This one is a nice wintry one. It's out now in paperback. I Follow the Fox. Thrilling, says The Guardian. A beautiful and emotive story, says The Telegraph. Gorgeous, says The Daily Mail. It's all about this little boy here who loses a toy fox, and then one day he sees a real fox out of his bedroom window. And the fox basically says, come and follow me. But doesn't say it because foxes can't speak, not in this story. And he ends up following the fox all through town, all over the fields, and eventually she leads him somewhere and needs a bit of help, and maybe in return she can help him. Maybe you've seen my chapter books. 1, 2, 3. Are they fitting in the screen? Just about. My Peanut Jones books. All about a girl called Peanut. This is her sister Little Bit. This is her friend Rockwell. This is a little illustrated dog called Doodle. And I've got them the wrong way around. That is the correct order. And in these books, Peanut has a magic pencil. Whatever she draws becomes real. So she draws a door, walks through it, and finds herself in a totally illustrated world. And these are chapter books, but chapter books with a heck of a lot of illustration in them, as you can see. And I'm super, super proud of this story. A lot of art-based fun. But we are here today to do a little drawing together. And we are drawing a very strange creature today. We are drawing a blobfish. Have you guys ever seen a blobfish? Right, I'm going to try and find a picture of an actual blobfish and I'm going to show you it now. Look at that. Is it not the strangest thing you've ever seen in your life? It looks sort of like an alien, right? And these came to light about, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. I first saw one. And they live very deep in the sea, right? So I don't think any human has ever seen one alive in the sea because they're far too deep for humans to go. And when they came to light, everyone said, is this the ugliest creature on planet Earth? Which I personally think is very mean, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, so I don't think this blobfish is ugly. In fact, I think this blobfish is very cute. Well, maybe not this one, but the one that we are going to draw is very, very cute. So let's get rid of that picture of the blobfish. Right, so we are going to draw a very cute, kind of kawaii style blobfish today. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Just in case you've never watched any of these videos before, I'm going to tell you how they work. So lots of people say to me they don't think they're very good at drawing. And I say, well, why do you think you're not very good at drawing? Everyone can draw. As long as you can hold a pencil, you can draw, right? Because there's no right or wrong answer with drawing. It's all about, some people will like one thing, some people will like another. So I say everybody can draw. I do concede that some people might need a bit of help with the order that we do the drawing in, which is where I come in. Because we are going to break this drawing of a very cute blobfish down into bite-sized pieces, right? So that means I will draw, you know, a shape here, a dot there, and then you can pause the video, copy what I do, start me up again, I'll draw a bit more. Then you draw, then I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw. And before you know it, we are going to have a very cute drawing of a blobfish. Okay, so grab yourself a piece of paper, grab yourself a pen. You might want to do some colouring later, so if you've got some coloured pencils or felt tips or something, grab those too. If you haven't, you can just shade with your pencil. That's absolutely fine. Right, so we are going to draw a blobfish. The first thing that I want you to do, so that's the center of your page, right? So sort of down at about 7 o'clock on your page, if your page was a clock, I want you to draw a kind of, a bit like a C shape, but like it's fallen over a bit. Fallen over C shape, there you go. what a way to start. Okay, I'll tell you why we had to draw that first, because usually I might start with the outline of the whole body, but we had to start with that first, and you'll see why in a minute. Now what I want you to do, from about halfway up the left hand side of your C shape, right, I want you to draw a curve. We're going to go out to the left, and we're going to start going up our page, and we're going to start going over our page like this, in a sort of, I don't know how to describe this shape, or I want to do it nice. I'm really wary about smudging, so I'm going all the way over. It's not really a circle. I tell you what, it's like a sort of squashed circle. Okay, so we're going to come all the way around, and we're going to flatten out a bit down the bottom, and then join back up in there. Oh, see, I smudged. I knew I was going to smudge. Not to worry, doesn't matter. Smudging is fine. If you make, I should have said this, if you make a mistake like that, whatever you do, I don't think you should screw up your drawing and start again, because they are the things that make your drawings look like they've been done by a person and not done by, you know, a robot or a computer or something. And I think it's that gives our drawings character. It's like when I use this brush pen. Can you see my line's not perfectly smooth? It's all sort of bumpy because it's a brush. And I really like that. It adds character to the drawing. So don't worry if you make a mistake, is what I'm saying. Also, don't worry if yours doesn't look exactly like mine. Mine won't be perfect. It's not, nothing's perfect, right? So don't worry about it. Okay, so this is going to be our blobfish's body. And the reason we did that first is because they have those little fins like you saw in the picture. And so we wanted this fin to be in front of the body. We're going to do another one. I've just drawn on my... What is going on? I'm making a right mess today. We're going to draw the other fin, but that's going to be behind the body. So what we do here, about here on the bottom right hand side of your blobfish's body, we're going to draw a little line that comes out and then goes out to the right and then sort of disappears back in there. So similar size to that. So you have a right fin and a left fin for your blobfish. While we're on the subject of fins, why don't we draw our blobfish's little tail? So down here, we're going to draw, it's almost like a sort of heart shape. It's going to come up and around like that, and then just disappear behind. So you see what I mean? It's like a heart shape. And that's going to be our blobfish's tail. My computer just beeped. Hang on. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a nightmare with this video. I'm not going to lie. I've just knocked the camera. It's all wobbling. Do you feel seasick? My computer's beeping at me. I've just turned the mute thing on, and I have drawn on my own hand. That is, by the way, that is not ink. I hurt my thumb. I whacked it. That's a bruise. But that is ink, and I've smudged. So I'm having a nightmare with the blobfish video. But this is fine. It's all part of it, right? Okay. Right. The next thing I want to do is we are going to draw. What should we do now? Should we do that sort of? They got that great big sort of funny nose thing, haven't they? So we are going to draw our blobfish's nose. So what I want you to do, sort of in the middle of your blobfish, maybe level with the tail, we're going to draw a big curve like this. It's going to come out, down, and around and go up. We're going to go higher up on the right hand side than the left, and that is going to be our blobfish's. Yes, I don't know if it is the nose. They're sort of, I don't know what they're, I was going to say I don't know what they're made of. It's like this sort of gelatinous subject, subject. What am I talking about? Gelatinous kind of material. It's like soft and jelly-like, right? Very strange. And they got that weird sort of flappy nose. Anyway, let's keep on going. Right, the next thing I want you to do, we're going to do their mouth. Their mouth is strange too, isn't it? Look like they've got kind of big, thick lips, and they look a bit sort of depressed and sad. So we're going to draw the mouth now, coming out from under the nose. We're going to do it coming out that side and sort of, you know, downturned mouth. Imagine it goes through the nose and to the other side here. And remember, slightly sad looking creature this. And then because it's got these kind of big, quite thick lips, we're going to just draw our outline like this, following the line that we just drew. So it's a bit like a sort of clown makeup mouth. What a funny looking thing. Now, I've got to add a few more details. We've got to add the eyes, we've got to add some details on the fins and things. But before I do that, I'm going to colour the rest of my blobfish in. It's a very simple creature to draw, this blobfish. The reason I'm colouring before I do the inking is because it's easier to draw over the top of pencil than it is to kind of colour around ink. So I'm going to disappear for about 20 seconds and I'm going to colour my blobfish in. Mine's going to be sort of pinky colours, but you know, I don't really know what colour they are. Sort of greyish maybe. So you can do yours at any colour you like, your blobfish. The more colourful the better. Do it rainbow stripes if you like. That's what I want to see, really colourful blobfish. So I'll see you back here in about 20 seconds with my coloured in blobfish. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so there's my coloured in blobfish so far. So I've gone for the kind of the pinkies, almost like peachy sort of colour with a bit of pink action on the fin and on the lips. Okay, and you can see I've just left a couple of white bits here and there. Hang on, which was one I used now? I can't remember which one I used. I think it's this one. Just some white sort of sausage shapes here and there, just to make, and what that does, it just makes your blobfish look like they're a little bit kind of shiny, which I think is quite an important part of its character. Okay, do you remember I said I was going to add some more bits and pieces now? So let's add an eye first of all. We're going to add just a dot for the eye. There. One side of the nose, I love this. And then we're going to do the other one on the other side of the nose, like so. Hello! Our blobfish is awake. The last thing to do is just to add a couple. Now, can you see my ink isn't going on particularly brilliantly onto the coloured pencil? So I'm just going to add a couple of little lines, like details on the fins and on the tail. Just very simple. Oh yeah, but you can see. So the pencils I use are wax pencils, so what that means is the ink sometimes just sits on top of the wax, and it sort of seems to be okay on some colours and not on others. So it's kind of luck of the draw. So what I really don't want to do is smudge, is like hit this with my left hand, because that ink's going to take a long time to dry, I think. So hang on, while I'm here, I'm sorry, I'm turning it around a bit here. That's because I don't want to get my hand on any of this ink. But while I'm here, I'm just doing that thing where I just go over the top of some of the ink, because I've put coloured pencil over the top of it, and it's just dulled it a little bit. So this just like brings it back to life. Can you see? I don't know if you can see, but on that black line, it's just a bit. It's got a bit of that sort of peachy colour on it. So I'm just going to go over. You see that? See, when I'm colouring there, it's kind of taking the ink off with the pen. It's just sitting on the surface, but it will be alright eventually. It just takes a while to dry. Okay, so just touching up little bits and pieces here and there, a little bit around there, and there we go. I think that's pretty much it. That's a finished blobfish. What do you think? Not bad. Now, the last thing we need to do is sign our drawings. You always have to sign your drawings to let everyone know who has created this wonderful work of art. Now, do you remember I did that smudge earlier? I'm going to sign mine right on top of the smudge, just to kind of hide it. There you go. Pretty clever, huh? Looks like it was meant to be. So there we go. That is how, boys and girls, you draw, quotes, the ugliest creature on earth. I don't think this is ugly at all. I think this is very cute, this little blobfish. What do you think? I hope yours are lovely and colourful. I can't wait to see them. Do you know how I go about seeing them? Well, you need to get your grown-up to take a photo of your blobfish and then post it on social media using this hashtag, #DrawWithRob. That way I will get to see it. If you're watching on Facebook, you can just comment below this post with a picture of your drawing. I'll get to see that too. And of course, I can't wait to see your drawings. I think we're going to have lots of very, very fun, cute blobfishes, all sorts of different colours, so do send them in. What else can I tell you? Please subscribe to my newsletter. If you do that, then you'll get all the latest news about the next Rob video, or when I'm going to be visiting your town on my live tour. You can come and watch me live and draw along with me live, and then show me your drawings afterwards face to face, and I'll sign your books and stuff. And if I have a new book out, it will be on that newsletter too, so do sign up for that. Why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel, especially if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe, because that's really, really helpful for me. And please recommend Draw with Rob to all of your friends. The more the merrier, that's what I say. But apart from that, I think we are done. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to draw a blobfish. I'm going to be back very soon with another episode of Draw with Rob. In the meantime, keep those pencils sharpened, keep on drawing, keep on reading, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye everyone. Everyone, it's Rob here, and I'm just popping up at the end of your video to tell you about this, the brand new Draw with Rob activity book. And this is a very, very tasty one because it's called Fantastic Food, and it's absolutely jam-packed full of deliciously cute characters. So what will you find inside? Well, we have lots of puzzle pages like these ones that you can see here. We have pages where I've started drawings off and you guys have to finish those drawings. We have colouring pages, lots of colouring for you to do. We even have some very cool bookmarks that you can colour in and cut out and then use when you're reading. And of course, we have loads of draw-alongs. Just look at these ones. Super cute, super delicious, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun doing these. Now listen, I'm super proud of this book. I really can't wait for you guys to get your teeth into it. And don't forget to send me any pictures you do based on the characters you find in this book. Right, you've had enough of me now. I'm going to let you get on with your day. You can pick this book up from wherever books are sold, and I really, really hope you enjoy it. See you soon. Bye-bye.